Yeah, man. So I'm Nature Boy.
Uh, Bad cougar look like she only drink from the fountain of youth. Enjoying Cortex from the balcony booth. Tip the waitress on top of the hospitality too. Everything I rap about, you know I actually do. Never know how I'm driving up. Phone sex in the cyber truck, couple of texts.
Welcome back to the Unpleasant Thoughts Podcast. It's your boy Shampoo, aka Big Shampoo. Got another special guest with us today. So let the people know your name, a little bit about what you do. We're gonna get into that and where they can find you at.
Yeah, man. So I'm Nature Boy. I'm an artist, a curator, a father, and just a leader out here. You know what I'm saying? You can find me at Nature Boy, Nature BOI Music, Nature Boy Music on everything.
All right, appreciate you for coming through. Appreciate you for coming through, bro. So we kind of like to start at the beginning. Tell about like where you from and like how was that upbringing like.
I was born in Baltimore. Lived in Baltimore for a good part of my life. Lived in Howard County for a good part of my life. Now in PG County for a good part of my life. I got a big age, as you can see.
Okay.
I lived in Florida, New York. I lived all around. But Baltimore is my home, man. That's where my roots is for real.
Okay, so I was growing up in Baltimore. I'm not really familiar with the area. Like, it's from you being here, what are the major differences?
For real, it's not much different, man. I mean, like, it's crazy, right? Because people kind of think of Baltimore as just like the wire and stuff like that. Like everything, not the trenches. You know what I'm saying? I got a good family. You know, some of my peoples was into some stuff. You know, of course, like that's inevitable. But you know, for the most part, it's like a different type of love that I feel like ain't nowhere else. You know what I'm saying? Like when I'm there, I just feel at home. You know what I'm saying? I just feel I'm comfortable wherever I'm at. It could be in the trenches, it could be in the burbs, it could be whatever. You know what I'm saying? But I got that from there. Just being comfortable wherever I'm at, comfortable with my surroundings, because you gotta keep your head on a swivel, mind your fucking business. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that. But that's anywhere. You know what I'm saying? That's out here. People could think, you know, PG County, richest black county, like all of that. But not every part. You know what I'm saying? So Baltimore the same way in that sense. But you know, it's just we just up the road from each other and shit. We got, you know, we got our differences for sure. But I think all in all, man, it's just a lot of beautiful black people. You know what I'm saying? And then whoever want to mix it up with us, if it's love, it's love. If it's not, it's not. You know what I'm saying? So, and then, you know, I got a shout out to Columbia too. You know what I'm saying? I went to school in Columbia. Even when I was living in Baltimore, I went to school in Columbia because my mother was like, I want, you know, it's good education out there. And I gotta shout them out because that put me around a lot of different kind of people, like all different races, all different tax brackets and upbringing and stuff like that. And that made me comfortable in the world outside of the DMV. Like, you know, I feel like I could be around anybody, be myself, and mix it up with anybody and have some type of, you know, something relation wise to kind of contribute to any space. You know what I'm saying?
And you say, outside of the DMV, you mentioned you lived a couple places there. How'd you get there outside?
So I moved to Orlando because I went to Full Sail, the music school and stuff. I lived there for a while. And, man, I lived in West Virginia just trying to find myself for real. I was about to go back to school.
Did that help?
I mean, it helped my music journey. Because I really got with myself and was, you know, making music up. But that was probably my first big show up there.
West Virginia.
Yeah, West Virginia at a festival. And I lived in New York for a minute too. And New York's such it's a city that grind. You know what I'm saying? You just money. I feel like money everywhere. And it's just moving and going, and made a lot of good connections up there. And I had, you know, I was in a band up there and stuff like that. And I was also in a corporate band too. I was also in a corporate band too. So, you know, it was the first time I made money off music. You know what I'm saying? And so every place I've been and lived and all of that would contributed to the man I am today and just my knowledge and stuff like that. So yeah, I got respect for everywhere I lived at.
I mean, yeah, that make it work. You gotta pick up something everywhere you go.
Yeah.
Like, make it count worth something. So when did music first come into play? Because I feel like every place music was a thing. When did it first come into play?
Shit, in Baltimore. Like, you know what I'm saying? It was all around me. My father, he's a DJ. You know what I'm saying? My mother and him used to play saxophone in the Baltimore City Band. And so it's just been around me since I can remember. My aunts, my cousins sang, like it's just all around me. And I started young. The first thing I started doing was DJing, and I was rapping too, but you know, just having fun with it, whatever. But first thing I like took seriously was DJing, and I DJed at a real young age. I was using turntables, like around 7 years old, making mixtapes in 3rd grade and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So like, DJing was definitely my first love, and even my mother, like, she was hip, so like she always had to do this, to do that, always playing music all the time. You know what I'm saying? So that was something we shared. Just the love of music is just all around me. I couldn't escape it if I wanted to.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what made you go into decide start making your own?
I mean, I always made my own music. Like, I got a karaoke machine, like, I feel like in like 5th grade, 6th grade. And so like, I just always made music, like always. Like even when I didn't understand recording and making beats, I ain't start making beats till like I was like 11 years old, something like that.
Still young.
yeah, you know what I'm saying? But it wasn't, you know, I ain't have like MPCs or anything like that when I was that young. I would just use what I had. I used to always rig up like radios.
I feel like that's even more impressive though.
Yeah.
Using what you got.
Yeah, using the turntables and shit. Like,
man, you determined.
Yeah, exactly. So like, you know, we couldn't afford all of that stuff. So like, you know, but I was gonna do it. So yeah, we used to make music on anything.
So when you was like doing that, like somebody taught you like those things, or you just trial and error?
For real, learning how to hook up turntables and just sound, signal flow and all of that, just understanding how sound got to one thing, how to record and all that really helped me, you know what I'm saying? Because I really just learned it on my own. My homie, Raphael, he the first one to like give me, back in the day it was Fruity Loops, FL Studio now, but like he was the first one to give my program, but that wasn't until like high school. I was still doing stuff before that where I didn't know what I was doing or how I was doing it, but like just because I understood how to hook up the wires and signal flow and all of that, that really taught me, just being determined to do it, you know what I'm saying, figuring it out for real. And then you know, I was kind of doing it through high school, and then when I went to Full Sail, it brought some lingo to it, like this is what this is, this is what that is, and then just kind of navigating through the recording process and all of that, figuring it out on the computer, like everything. Like a lot of things I do is self-taught. I don't really like read up on it or do it. Like my best experience is just doing it.
Just trying
it out. Yeah.
See what works. See what don't work.
And just being determined to do it and get it done. You know what I mean?
So when it comes to music, was it from the beginning, or was there a certain point where you realized or knew, all right, this is something I want to keep doing for because I love it?
Yeah, it was definitely in my 12th grade. In 12th grade, I tore my ACL. I played basketball. I pretty much bummed up my whole knee. And I was still doing music at the time, but like basketball was my first love. And it's not like I thought I was going to make it to the league or anything, but I thought at the very least I could like play overseas, or, you know, like just if I really locked in, get some type of, you know, has basketball in my life throughout my adult life. But when I bumped my knee, I played for college for like, you know, pretty much at the whole first season, and then I ain't rehab my knee right. I ain't do certain stuff right to make sure I could, you know, and tearing your ACL just like hard on your mental when you're used to a certain level of athleticism and all that. So it was at that point, music was like it was also my first love. So I say it's my 1.5 love, like, you know what I'm saying? So
Yeah,
that's when I decided to,
why A, 1B.
yeah, right. So after I left, I was at Frostburg. So after I left Frostburg and went to Florida, or while I was at Frostburg, rather, I was like, yo, I really want to do this. I really want to learn this and be in this. And so yeah, that was really the turning point for real.
Okay. So you say your first big show in West Virginia. What was your first show overall? I'm gonna get from there to there.
Yeah, so my first show had to be it was a spot in Baltimore. It's not there no more, but it was called Sonar. And they used to have hip hop showcases, and it was simple. Like, they give you tickets, you sell them, and you get a little piece and you perform. You know what I'm saying? But you had to sell your tickets. You know what I'm saying? You couldn't come in there or something like, oh, I ain't get to sell nothing. You ain't performing. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, that had to be like my first shows for real, if I can remember. Sometimes, man, it's like, sometimes I don't know if like the West Virginia show was actually our first show though. I think it was. Like, I'm drawing a blank right now, but like, that's kind of when it started.
There's one that stick out though.
Yeah. Like, I really do think the West Virginia show might have been our first show, if I'm, you know what I'm saying. And then maybe after that, the Sonar show. It's kind of blurry right now, but yeah.
So, if you can remember the first from now, what do you think is the biggest change in your performance?
My performance now, man, I really connect with the crowd. Like, I'm really comfortable in front of a crowd. And then like understanding and being aware of the room. DJ helped me read the room. You know what I'm saying? I could see if people not feeling it. I could see if I should change the song. I should, you know what I mean?
But that was important.
Yeah. And a lot of people don't do it. They kind of get up there.
They already got in their mind what they.
Yeah, they like, I'm gonna do this, and it's gonna kill them. And it's like, sometimes
it's not killing them.
Nah,
it's here.
Nah, it's not working here. So you gotta be able to adjust on stage. And like, sometimes your routine is your routine, but like, if you can't call the order,
you gotta learn how to pivot.
Yeah. So that's the best thing I learned from then to now, is like learning to read the crowd and be like, let me say a joke, or let me break the ice, or you know what I'm saying. I like to kill the elephant in the room immediately, and that's like, especially opening for bigger artists, which I do a lot. I let them know straight off the top, I know you're not here to see me, but you're going to remember me when you leave.
Gotcha.
And put the challenge out there, you know what I'm saying?
Gotcha. So how long did it take you to get that?
Honestly, like, it took a while, man. It took a while. Like, I want to say when I started doing solo music, because I was in groups.
Okay.
And sometimes when you in groups, you just feed off each other, and what y'all doing is what y'all doing, and we feeling it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
how many were in your group?
So I always been in duo. Well, besides the band, I was always in duos. So I was in Taya Nice's. That was like my first. That was my first like real grind with my man Zuri. Shout out to him. And then yeah, I was in the band. And then me and my man Brain Rap. You know what I'm saying? We was doing our thing, and then we started a 3-man group called Dope Music Village. And then after that, I kind of just went on my own.
Okay, so yeah, I can get that. Like, being in a group though, it is kind of like you even fall into it.
Yeah. You don't really like. You don't really It's not you premeditate. You know what I'm saying?
You kind of want to be on the same page as everybody as well. So I get it.
It's hard being in a group, and it's great being in a group. There's also a lot of things that come with it. You know what I'm saying? Just putting more than one head on something. Pause.
Yeah, that's what I say. You gotta be on the same page, and sometimes that's the hard part. On the same page, and then might be two on the same page.
Yeah.
One that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
More people.
And almost all of them groups, you know what I'm saying, I name, you know, I love them now, you know what I'm saying, like, but we went through our shit, and that's why we weren't a group, you know what I'm saying, but those my brothers for life, though, like, I'd do anything for them, you know what I'm saying, maybe not get back in a group, but we family for real, you know what I'm saying, and we understand who we are as men, so, yeah, man, it's all love with any of my old groups. No bad fallouts like that lasted forever or nothing. Like I still talk to them all, just saw them all recently type shit. You know what I'm saying? So
now being in the group, you learn a lot. Like I never with the music back a minute ago. I was in the group as well.
Okay.
Kind of made me want to go solo, but
yeah. And it's things that come with being solo. You know what I'm saying? Just the support you don't get from being in a group and the vibe you can't get.
My biggest problem with it, damn, man, I gotta make more verses.
Yeah, more verses, spend more money. You know what I'm saying? Have more fucking heart and soul when shit get hard and look discouraging. All that. When you gotta do that on your own, it's hard. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the fact that I got a good support system now that always let me know I'm him when I don't feel like it. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, that's always good.
Yeah.
It's a little reassuring.
Yeah.
Keep going.
Yeah.
Keep going. So you mentioned like opening for like bigger artists. Like how did some of those opportunities come about? What were they, if you want to know?
Man, it's so many. It's really a lot now at this point. Like, you know, it just comes from like being out there working. Like nobody gonna come up to you because they like you so talented. If you open up for such and such, it's a rap. Like you know what I'm saying. Like some people's story that might be, with my story, like people just saw me working, and like to be honest, they saw that I could sell tickets. You know what I'm saying. Like they saw that I could bring people in the room, and that I was gonna promote the show hard. Because aside from selling the tickets, like word of mouth still the best form of promotion, you know what I'm saying, at least when it comes to connectivity. So like they know I'm outside, they know I'm moving and grooving. So like I'm trying to think of my first time opening for somebody. Maybe it was so we used to do these freestyles, this freestyle group in College Park a while ago. It was undergraduates. My man Brain, he went to school there, so like they would do like these ciphers, and Logic used to be at these ciphers too, you know what I'm saying. So I think our first show opening for somebody, and I could be wrong, was Dead Prayers, and we opened up for Dead Prayers at College Park, and that just happened from that networking, you know what I'm saying, and him being in school there, knowing that there were people knowing that he rapped, so we opened up for Dead Prayers there, and it's crazy. Logic went on before us, and I'm still mad at him to this day, yo. He like time was getting cut short. The fire marshal was about to shut it down.
He kept going.
He just kept going. He ain't even like, and he knew he was next, and he knew what time it was and all that. But he just kept going, and like that was. I'm still mad at him for that. I ain't gonna lie, not like deeply mad. I never forget that because like I wanted to put my hand around his neck. Like, yo, this nigga don't get off the stage, yo. What the fuck? Like, because we had a whole band. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So we had to set up and do all that. Yeah, so when we finally got up there, they let us set up to do one song. So we set the whole band. And we had a big ass band. I had like an 8-piece band. We set the whole band up to do one song, but we fucked that song up.
Hey, made it count.
Yeah, you got to. You know what I'm saying? But that, you know, before that, Logic was my man's. You know, my man's from the Cypher. And then after that, I was like, fuck this nigga. And then he got famous, and I was just like, you know, it's still fuck this nigga, but I'm glad he got famous. You know what I'm saying? He always that just showed me too, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he was going after his moment. He ain't, and he probably did that everywhere he was. You know what I'm saying?
I guess I get it. That's probably how he became noticed.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's a cutthroat business. You know what I'm saying? And I'm a nice guy in this business. I say it.
Probably kind of make your path harder.
Yeah,
because you know willing. I'm as willing as somebody else to step on somebody.
I'm not going to do that. You know what I'm saying? And you know that make me fall short sometimes, but it also keep me blessed and protected. You know what I'm saying? Like, ain't nobody gonna get over on me like on man time, but know, if you want some shit and I'm being pure, like you might get one over me, you might get one around me, like you know what I'm saying. But like I ain't about to change my character for none of that. I'ma just learn and protect myself a little better. You know what I'm saying?
Good mindset. And a lot of people don't have it. A lot of people have the exact opposite.
Yeah, it's a lot of this game. Probably 95% of this game is like snakes and fucking just vultures.
That should be life outside the game.
Yeah, that's this world. You know what I mean?
Outside the game, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Out of those big performers, which one was your favorite? Do you feel like you might have, or you might know for a fact that you gained new audience that didn't know you had the biggest new audience?
Definitely, just recently. I'll say in a more recent, but I also like capitalize on it the best. But I opened for Jizza in DC, and then I end up going on tour with him a little bit afterwards. And also I went on tour with AZ in Europe. So when I got to go on tour with Jizza, he taking me to places like I never performed at before. You know what I'm saying? And it's a good look. I'm in here opening for Jizza. So that probably got me the most new fans and the most like official look. You know what I'm saying? Plus I had my shit together. I had merch. I had everything I needed to be on point. But those two tours probably were the most memorable for me because it showed me that it put me in new spaces where like literally nobody knew me and the music worked. You know what I'm saying? I got them. I nailed it. You know what I'm saying? And so that let me know like I belong out here and I can do that. You know what I'm saying? I just if the opportunity presents itself, I'm you know, if I get a new audience put in front of me, or if I get a chance to perform in front of people, I can get the job done. You know what I'm saying? So that really was a turning point for me for sure, and my confidence for it.
So we like do like a couple top fives. So it's like top 5 artists that you listen to growing up that may have an impact on your music. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, Jadakiss my favorite rapper. Jay-Z shared that spot with him. I always got 1 and a 1.5 because I can't put Jay-Z at number 2. That's just, I'm not gonna do that. Redman. I love Westside Gun. You know what I'm saying? Just as a whole, as an artist. Kanye West. And what's that, 4?
That's 5. That's 5. But you can throw an extra one.
I got the DMX in there.
All right, that's a good one.
It's definitely one of them for me.
That's a good one. So you say you performed a couple places. 5 places that you haven't performed yet that you would like to perform. Anywhere in the world.
I want to perform somewhere in Germany. You know what I'm saying? I want to perform in Ghana. Somewhere in South America where they had me, maybe Brazil.
All right, that's good.
Damn. There's a lot of places out there. Oh yeah, Japan.
For one more.
And shit. I don't really know. Somewhere in America I ain't been. Somewhere they like here, like Arizona. Let's say Arizona. You know what I'm saying? I ain't never performed in Arizona.
All right, one more top 5. Top 5 collaborations you would do, dead or alive.
Damn. Definitely Jadakiss. Definitely Jay-Z. Man. This might sound wild, but like Isaac Hayes. I would want to just get in the studio with him, let him cook, and then sample.
I don't think it sound wild at all, because I'm just like, who could you hear singing on one of your notes too?
Yeah. The Ozzy Brothers, that's my favorite band.
Yeah.
And then Man, Fella Cootie.
Alright. Yeah. Good list. So I just attended the show, the 8-year anniversary of Open Gym. Congratulations on that.
Thank you,
Show
man.
for sure. Can we go back to the beginning of Open Gym?
Yeah, I mean, so pretty much like, you know, if we wanted a show, we had to throw it. We wasn't getting booked. We wasn't, you know what I mean? It wasn't really a lot of platforms to go get booked. So I started throwing shows and getting people on the shows, and like that kind of got me with my pace of throwing shows. So then I started throwing showcases when I wasn't on them. You know what I'm saying? Because I was like, this is like just a necessity. And then so my son was about to be born, and I kind of thought like, this about to be the reason I don't do this anymore. Like, I'm gonna have to get a job, a real job, put my boots on and go to work and just be, you know, do what I gotta do. But I still wanted to have my foot in it a little bit. So me and my sister started Open Gym. Shout out to Sasha. We started Open Gym as a weekly thing at this place called Wicked Bloom. And it was like a little small bar, 50 people. I used to have to bring my own equipment in there to even, yeah, man. So we started there, and you know, just gained momentum and kept going. And I just saw it was a huge demand to perform and express. You know what I'm saying? And I really got inspired going to Atlanta. Because I just, everything was like, had something to do with independent music or performing or something like that. Like everywhere, like, you know what I'm saying?
When I become an artist, I had like good stuff about it. Like,
yeah, just at that time where I was there, like when I was going back and forth, like you could go to the pizza shop and they like, yeah, get you slices of pizza and you can hook your phone up to the aux and play your music. Like it was just like it was like everywhere. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't even just like a show, it was everywhere. So I'm like, damn, my city ain't like that. You know what I'm saying? I was like, yo, it inspired me like to keep, you know, something going like that. So I started Open Gym based off basketball, my first love. So
I want to say that's how I was going to ask you about the name. As a play on words.
So Open Gym come from basketball, and like, because you know, you just go hoop. Yo, I got next. You know what I'm saying? And you just building and you build fellowship with different people and stuff because y'all hooping together all the time, and you build up your skills. You know people's strengths and weaknesses. You picking up game and styles and stuff. And I wanted to build the music of that, like the lounge for the music people to be, and like I think of it as a gym because it's like I ain't bringing you here to say I'm gonna get you famous. I'm bringing you here to work on your skills on and off the stage. A lot of people don't got good social skills. You know what I'm saying? Like this gonna put you in a space where you gotta socialize. You gotta, you know, like you want to be known in the room. So, and the stage just ain't gonna do it. You know what I'm saying? So.
You may not even be ready to get on stage.
Yeah, you know, hey, but like that's the beautiful thing about the gym, right? You got people that just started because it's new year, new me, so they just starting the gym, and then you got people in there that obviously is trying to be a bodybuilder or something. You know what I'm saying? So like you put all of like at me, I go to the gym, I see people. Like, oh damn, you better here putting that work in.
You see somebody never see him again.
Or you see somebody never see him again. You know what I'm saying? Because they probably know, yo, this ain't good for this. You know what I'm saying? But the gym will show you that. Like you'll see somebody in there that's really, they got that notebook out right in their reps and all that.
That's a great concept. How long did it take you from the start to figure that out? Like, all right, that's what, or just find an overall direction for it. And another good is the direction always changing.
Yeah, it's a living, breathing thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I always had that concept of Open Gym because I literally named it after the Open Gym situation, basketball situation. But like I think when it became a little clearer is I had somebody I knew that worked. He worked at a venue in Baltimore, then he got a job as a junior booking agent with Live Nation. So we was talking and he like, yo, you know, we've been working for a while, you know what I'm saying? I really want to make an impact here. Shows wasn't doing well at the time. He was like, what you think? And I was like, yo, the show's not doing well because it's just these tours is just coming through town. Y'all just posting that they gonna be here. They come here to do the show, get their money, and leave. It ain't no life or no soul in it. You need to put openers on from the city. You know what I'm saying? Like y'all got the stage time. You know what I'm saying? And you know whatever we need to do that because that's going to have different people talking about it. You know what I'm saying? That's going to make it mean more. Somebody might get an opportunity off of that.
My boy opening up for such and such.
Yeah, you ain't even know such and such was in town, but now you do because your mans or your like shorty. You know what I'm saying? So he was like, all right, but you know, with them and just with business in general. They don't like dealing with independent artists or local artists because of their business practices. They're scared. They're like they don't know what they're gonna be on because there's the business and then there's like being creative and stuff.
The business side is what a lot of people say is the hardest thing about the situation.
It's having etiquette.
Like I could make a good song, but business I may not know what to do with the song. Somebody might finesse me out the song.
Yeah. But just even etiquette, like how to move in a room. Like when Kyle and Jay said, teach you how to move in a room full of vultures. Like you can move in the room, but you gotta know how. You know what I'm saying? And like you can't just build that. You don't just. Yeah. Some people got it. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of hard
because I feel like we're here. It's not a lot of people that are here to teach us.
Nah,
how to do that. So,
and some of it you can't be taught. You know what I'm saying? It's in you. Yeah. And some of it, like some people not coachable to be taught. You know what I'm saying? They're the biggest stars already.
They got to figure it out.
Yeah. So it's just different strokes. But like, really, they was like, yo, you know, well, this is business. It gotta make sense. It gotta make money. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, give me tickets because that's my upbringing. Give me tickets, give them a piece. I'm going to co-sign for the tickets because I'm not dealing with nobody I don't think's going to do a business right. So I signed off on a 50, 100, 200 tickets. You know what I'm saying? My credit card's on the line, my debit card on the line for this couple grand. You know what I'm saying? And they'll sell the tickets. And so I had an open mic every week. So I'm looking every week to see who got potential. I'm like, damn, yo. His music dope, her music dope. They coming in here to the open mic with like 20, 30 people, 25 people, 10 people. If they was opening for somebody that could multiply, I'm trying to do projections and shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to scope it out. So I started doing that. Like, and make no mistake, we rarely got like a gimme like. Yo, the show's doing well. We just need somebody to fill up the time. We rarely got that. Most of the time, the shows weren't doing as well. You know what I'm saying? And they called me. And it still happens today. If I get a call, it's not usually like, yo, we really push for y'all to do this because we know what y'all trying to do. And like, I don't hate them for it. You know what I'm saying? They got a bottom line. I got a bottom line. But most of the time, my phone get hit because shit not going well. They need a solution. So basically from 2018 to now, we put almost probably like 200 artists on bigger stages. You know, Live Nation stages, Fillmore, Sound Stage, fucking anything, like Union Stage, you know what I'm saying?
It's a lot of places they probably didn't even know they could go.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Places you can't just walk into and try to get a show.
That's motivation for them to keep doing it.
Right, and we connected even more people with the venues because they come in our open mic and people don't realize this, but when you go to a music venue, it's staff everywhere, and you don't know their influence. They may not be the owners of the bookers, but you don't know their influence on them.
They might know somebody.
Exactly.
Might got the job because they know somebody.
Yeah, and I manage venues, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So people don't know I'm running the show and I'm doing all that, but they don't even know what I do in the city and all of that. So like, I see somebody, I be like, damn, who's that? Oh, all right, like, you know what I'm saying? And now we linking up. Now we doing things, you know what I'm saying? And so that's really like when I kind of knew like the objective is like, yes, it's a gym, but it's also like a draft.
Yeah, I could pick up some. You know
Yeah, I could,
like,
I could help push somebody along.
Talent,
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Or like
practice squad, or somebody
Yeah.
go from the practice squad to the
yeah, you know what I'm saying? That's really it. Like that's really like, and then you know we started bringing in artists into town and stuff. Like, but we bring in a certain niche artist. First of all, our budget is our budget. We can't bring in the biggest stars. We just ain't there yet. We work with other promotion companies to bring in big stars, but like us as by ourselves when we do a show, we can only afford people on the come up, niche artists, hip hop artists, stuff like that. So, but we bring people and introduce people to people that they've never seen, but also people you can still like mix it up with because they not out of there.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? So you can become
them on there.
You can become a fan, you can become an associate, all of that while they can still see you.
It is what you make it, bro.
Yeah. So like I built a lot of relationships. Like, you know, like I got a relationship with Griselda because I damn near brought every one of their artists in town. They got money with me, and I'm just a fan of their music. Like, you know what I'm saying? So like, it's natural for me. So knowing all of them, talking to all of them, just became a thing. Like just organic. You know what I'm saying? And that's a lot of things. Like that's what artists probably had the hardest time with is building organic relationships because they in it like, what can you do for me? What? And if it ain't fast enough, they out of there. You know what I'm saying?
Find it difficult to network with like bigger artists?
So the secret I found out is like I don't really network with the artists. I'm like high and by, might say something real to them like, yo, fuck what you, keep going, whatever. But like it's the people around them, and that's the gym. You know what I'm saying? Like when I go to a show, I look at everything. I'm like, who keep walking from backstage? Who keep walking to the merch table, checking the numbers? Who hasn't left that artist's side? Who got on what? Who got on the chain? All of that. Like
good observation.
Yeah, even with when I do show management, when the artists come there, I might say hi to them, but I'm talking to that manager the whole time. Because anything that artist got going on is coming through them. You know what I'm saying? Whoever got the closest person to that artist is their manager.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? So I really look at whoever the manager talking to or dealing with. You know what I'm saying? And that's usually the most stressed looking person. We look stressed or just over it. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, that's the manager.
you manage artists.
Yeah, I manage an artist right now. I manage 2 artists right now. And I have in the past, and you know, it's
how'd you get into that?
like just wanting to be helpful, man, and just seeing the potential with people. Like I'm an artist myself, I do my thing, but like I always just had that eye for like, yo, you dope, what can I do? You know what I'm saying? What can I do? You know what I'm saying? And like that's just how I am as a person. Like I see dope shit and I wanna contribute. You know what I'm saying?
So what is it that you feel like that made you that way? Because a lot of people, like, you know, a lot of people worry about themselves.
Yeah.
But they want to make sure they get on before.
Yo, I can't even call it, yo, because like even when I get, you know, done wrong, and I'm like, I'm never doing this shit again, I cool off, I'm back to me. You know what I'm saying? I just think it's the way God made me. You know what I'm saying? Like I just think it's the way He made me, bro. Because I done been through a lot being this person. You know what I'm saying? Like I done been through a lot. I've been blessed a lot too being this person. Like my money's no good in a lot of places. I could go do a lot of things that other people can't do with no sweat because I take care of people. You know what I'm saying? I look out for people. So like it's got its hardships, but like I think I don't change because like I feel like God got me. You know what I'm saying? He's not gonna bring me in anything I can't get through and learn from, because it's for me. I gotta learn that way. I learn when shit gets sticky. You know what I'm saying? That's when we all should be learning. But like for me, I pick up what I'm supposed to pick up in the moments. You know what I'm saying? So like it's just the way I am, bro. Like it's you know, my father was that way, my mother was that way. Like they was a little bit more rigid about it. You know what I'm saying? Like where it's like you fuck up with them, that is real bad. You over with, you dead. But like me, I forgive. You know what I'm saying? I don't forget, but I forgive. You know, all that shit, and it's just in me to do it. I can't. Like, you know, maybe I ain't been hurt enough or something.
I would feel like that, but I don't even know everybody's story. But I don't feel like that. I feel like if you look at it like that, you just try to rationalize the pain. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Because I mean, everybody done been through something. That's what made us what we are, good or bad.
Yeah, for
Sometimes,
sure.
you know what I'm saying? You know, it sounds like yours is good.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah. I just, you know, it's the good and the bad. It's the bad.
It's a flip of a coin because, like I say, a lot of people had bad stuff happen to them, make them bad people.
Yeah,
Sometimes
it's the villain story.
Sometimes it's the opposite.
Yeah,
They use that as a
exactly. It's a lot of people out here using trauma to be bad people.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And
I don't think that's the way to go.
nah, but we, you know, it's a day-to-day thing. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I wake up like fuck everybody. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then it wear off because I'm not. That's not me. You know what I'm saying? But when you get emotional, sometimes it'll make you be like, nah, fuck these niggas, bro. Like, I ain't fucking.
So is your music your way of dealing with that?
Definitely. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's crazy because, you know, my aunt just passed and stuff like that. And I got sent a beat pack yesterday while I was at work. And I've been so hurt and fucked up by what happened. But, like, I just been kind of, like, holding it together because my family about this particular person is real emotional. You know what I'm saying? So I know when I show face and when I show up, I got to be strong and I got to kind of, like, be a firm,
understand,
you know, place for them, in a firm place for them to look at, you know what I'm saying, and be there for them. And, you know, I lost my mother 11 years ago, and I was like the first of my cousins for that to happen to. And I, you know, so I've been the person everybody come talk to when they like, yo, how do you deal with this pain? How do you keep going? Because people see me keep going. So the music really is like, my music over the last probably 5 to 6 years been changing. It's been more emotionally driven. It's been more like therapeutic. It's been more like I'm pouring into my songs. You know, I still talk my shit. I'm a rapper, but like I've been very like transparent on my records, and that's been my. I used to make a lot of like pothead party music because at the time that's how I was grieving. You know what I'm saying? But after I stopped smoking and shit like that, like. And I could deal with and I was clear to deal with my feelings and all of that. I started putting them on the record. So I literally just recorded a song last night, inspired by my aunt. And like, I usually don't process feelings that fast to be able to put it on a record that fast. Like, it took me damn near 8 years to write about my mother's death. You know what I'm saying? Because every time I tried to do it, I couldn't even verbalize it. But now I'm so here with it that it'll pour out. You know what I'm saying? So that's been a blessing from the pain. You know what I'm saying? Is that I could process those feelings and like write it out in a rhyme and stuff like that. That's progression. Yeah, man.
Probably in ways you ain't even think of.
Nah, man. You know,
like you said, it took you a while.
It took me a while, yo. I'm a late bloomer, yo. I always been a lyricist and lyric heavy, but like to really be able to transfer my thoughts and it like come together and it actually like hit somebody else where they can understand it. But also they like, damn, you rapping your ass off. Like it's something I'm like,
it definitely be good feeling once you get there.
Yeah, for sure.
So you just dropped in was that June?
Yeah, I dropped in Antonio in June. Yeah.
Just take me through the making of that.
Yeah, so I met this producer named LD.
The whole joint.
Yeah, and he from Raleigh. Like his, I don't know, man, like his chops, his sampler, everything just hit me. Before the project, before that, I hadn't used anybody's beats but my own. I produced all my stuff. It was like a rule that I just broke one day. I was just like, yo, you know what? I think I found some beats I like. I do something called Fresh Produce. Yeah. And a lot of producers come in and you know, I'm doing it so other people can connect with producers and find, because I think that part of the game be missing too, where you find your fit with a producer as an artist. So I'm trying to cultivate that. But niggas throwing me packs. You know what I'm saying? They like, yo, I heard Godfather, yo.
They would say, because they probably know you know what to do with.
Yeah, so they throwing me packs. So like, I hear beats I like. I'm like, yo, I like this, yo. Like, so then I get to recording on beats, and I'm like, yo, this so much easier than making the beat, recording, because I record myself too. So like, I'm making the beat, recording, mixing it, all that, and it take long, especially if I'm not in that.
Man,
yeah. So I'm like, yo, this easy. This flowing a lot better. So yeah, I met LD and we just clicked, like just as men too. Like he just a good dude, and we just moved the same way. Like he had a community down in Raleigh too, called the Genius Party. You know what I'm saying? And they would do, you know, same thing, man. Open arts for producers, freestyling, and he was to me, he was Nature Boy of his city, and I was LD in my city. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like we linked on a lot of different levels, but like musically, like, and he don't really work with a lot of, like, he might send his beats to like 2 or 3. Like he really just make beats to make them. Like he don't send out trying to get placements and none of that. And I'm just one of the artists that, you know, fit, and he send me beats all the time, and I just be recording. Like we got a whole nother joint done.
Yeah. So you had a theme in mind, or you just see where the beat took you first?
Nah, I see I hear the beat and I just let it, you know what I'm saying? That's why a lot of my songs, they short. They like almost like memos. They not,
I'm feeling in the moment.
yeah, like that's what I feel like saying over this.
So it was like once you when you feeling it, that's when you record it as well, or that's when you probably write it.
Yeah, like it's different sometimes. Like sometimes I could write soon as I hear it. The ones that work the best for me is like when I hear it and I immediately, you know what I'm saying? Some of them I might sit on a little bit, or, you know, sometimes too I write with no music. I just be writing, you know what I'm saying? And then I put it on something. I'm like, oh, this sounds good on this. Like, so like I got a couple different kind of ways I do it, but like the best things that come out is when it's like I hear a beat and I'm like, oh, this is what I want to say. And it's the first couple lines. Once I get my first couple lines together, it's like I say something I think is slick or whatever.
Right.
Then everything else just flow after that.
Nah, that's all right. So what's your recording process like though? Like, do you like? Some people like to be alone. Some people like.
I mostly record alone.
Okay.
Like for real, most of the time I record, I just got off of work and I need to go to sleep, but I gotta get it off. So it make me lock in because like I need to go to sleep because I got shit to do in the morning. But I record and it's sporadic. I might go a minute without recording, like, and then just bust out like 5 in the night or something like that. Like when I feel it, I feel it. Like I always say I rap when I feel like it.
Makes sense.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not one of these crafty ass rap niggas. Like I respect them. I love them. Those some of my favorite rappers, but I'm not rapping every single day. Yeah. I'm getting there. I'm getting more frequent because I'm like, when I feel like I got something to say, I rap. When I don't feel like it, I feel like I'm just writing shit. Just cool. Yeah, like I don't do that. So like, you know, that's also why my path is my path. Cause like, I might be on straight business, like straight shows, straight my clothing line, straight, like I just might be on that right there, and niggas will send me beats, and I'm like, yeah, and they be mad. They like, yo, I sent you the beat and you ain't even. I be like, yo, I wasn't in that mode, yo. And then they hear something else come out where I was, and that, like, I put a clip of the joint I did last night online this morning. I know I'm gonna get some hits like, yo, what you do with them beats I gave you like 3 months ago? Like, yo, I wasn't in it 3 months ago, right? And so like I'm really just organic with it. Like I really do it when I feel like it.
So speaking of that, sound like you wear a lot of hats, but then you got real life. How do you balance the two? I just be me in both. You know what I'm saying? So like,
I'm well aware of my responsibilities in life and what I gotta do, and I know staying up on those things is what's going to allow me to do anything else. Because if I'm not, it's like when you're not right in life, you can't do anything else really right. So like, I'm very like strategic, meticulous. My schedule, like today, right? You said 9:30. What time was I here?
Yeah, 27.
You know what I'm saying? Like I'm like that in real life. Like I'm very. I can handle a lot in my day and my schedule because like I'm gonna be on time. I'm gonna make sure I'm intentional. All that. So like I do that in music. I do that at work. Like I show up to work way before on time. All that, and I just make that a habit because like that's the only way I could fit everything in and it flow in harmony. You know what I'm saying? Like it won't flow if I'm not intentional, if I'm not on it, if I'm not scheduling, if I'm not on none of that. So I treat everything like that, and I try my best to try my best in everything I do, whether it's work, whether it's parenting, everything. Like I can't half-ass nothing. I don't want to half-ass nothing. I don't want to be around people who half-ass anything because that's birds fly. You know what I'm saying? So like, I got a very small circle of people I can even be around or work around or be, you know what I'm saying, anyway, because like I don't need none of them habits throwing me off because I'm not gonna go for it, then you're not gonna like me because I'm gonna be like, yo, what the fuck, like what you want, like what we doing, you know what I'm saying? So like I just take what I'm doing seriously. I stay on top of it, and you know, when I make mistakes, I go study the film. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I fuck up, I study the film. Yo, where did I go wrong? What could I do better? Rinse and repeat. You know what I'm saying?
Striving to be better.
Yeah, that's it, man. Just always recalibrating, man.
Any other endeavors that you have that we haven't touched on?
I got my clothing line plus the designer is black. You know what I'm saying? Which also came from the music. I set it in a rhyme and it stuck. You know what I'm saying? And so like I'm pushing that right now because I just feel like our creativity is black people, our culture is black people, everything we just been like feasted on and they made industries from us and they made corporations out of our talents and everything that we don't get a piece of. Yeah. So I wear these to remind everybody like, yo, you know the designer is black and to empower us like, yo. And
what does the line have to offer? Like, what they got for sale?
Oh, we got socks, we got shorts, we got hoodies, shirts, hats. I mean, pretty much the bare essentials. You know what I'm saying? But shit, I done made aprons. You know what I'm saying? Like all type of shit. Fucking
everything.
Yeah, I wanted to be on everything. My vision for it is to be like Supreme. You know what I'm saying? Where like even, you know, it could be a Jordan out there, and it's a plus of design is black Jordan, kind of like how Supreme and Virgil did with, you know what I'm saying? Like that's my vision for it. It's just to put that statement on everything, like remind everybody.
Nah, that's,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Any other endeavors you guys want?
Shit.
Looking to get into that you haven't put your foot in yet? I mean, some people, you might feel like you got a lot already.
Yeah, I mean, I really want to shape what I'm doing. Right now, I'm just, you know, sometimes, and I'm going through this transitional period right now where, like, I believe so much in other people and pouring to so many people, and, like, it's just because it's me. I'm going to do that. I'm not saying this to say, like, be a victim. I'm like, it's just what I do. I'm learning how to pour into me more so that I could bet on me a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? I bet on other people too much. And I mean that more as like not a strike against them, but it's a strike from me. You know what I'm saying? I gotta do it because I'm putting the rock in people's hands. And
I can see that though. It's a natural progression. Though you say you used to hoop, so you know coaching becoming next.
So So like
I ain't make it, but
I see something. I put it, and I'm gonna continue to pour. But like you know, I gotta boss up. I gotta be the one. Cause if I could do this at this level without that mindset of being the one. Then I know if I really locked in and was the one, what I'm gonna do. I'ma still do what I do, but I'm gonna be in a place to do it.
Yeah.
I do a lot of things from a place I'm not in a place to even do it, but I do it. And then I'm left empty because that was probably my last bit of energy or my last push or whatever at that moment. And now I gotta replenish, or I fall short and I need to like recoup. And other people don't understand that. They not like, damn, you just exerted all this energy fucking with me. Let me be understanding and give you the time to like get with you real quick. People don't understand that. They just look at it as like, yo, you didn't do for me, and you did. You ain't set this up for me, and you should have. I get a lot of that energy, which in turn will make a person mad. You know what I'm saying? Because you like, yo, I ain't holding this over your head, but like my nigga, I've been. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So like, but that come back to me. I'm taking accountability for that. That's not on them. It's me. It's the world I showed them. It's the love I showed them. It's everything. And like, I gotta be better about moderation. You know what I'm saying? And just making sure that like my cup is. It don't even gotta be tipping over full, but like I can't pour from the empty cup. You know what I mean? Like I can't, and I will try to pour from it. I give you the last drop. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm like, maybe you won, but like, nah, my little brother Sweezo the other day, man, he really got my chest and was like, yo, you that nigga, bro. Like you gotta do that. Like stop shying away from who you supposed to be. Like you that nigga not even trying. Like, you not even trying to be that nigga. You trying to make other niggas that nigga, and you still that nigga. Step into that, you know what I'm saying? And that's my little brother. Like, this, man, he put something on my mind, man. I ain't gonna lie, he put something on my mind. And so, like, that's the transition I'm in now. Is like, while I still got the strength, the health, the know-how, I got the know-how, you know what I'm saying? That's the space I want to jump in now, is really pouring into myself more and taking what come with that, because people gonna fall off. It's like when I stopped smoking, I stopped having as many buddies hanging out. You know what I'm saying? Like before it was every day, nigga. It's 8 of us. We mobbing, nigga. We smoking. As soon as I stopped smoking, it's like niggas ain't coming to hang out no more.
And ain't really nothing to benefit them.
Yeah, and like that ain't, everybody look at that as malicious, but like that's just human nature. Like we gonna go with
your energy, man.
Yeah, man. We gonna go where it's beneficial for us, and I understand that's a human trait, but I be wanting people to understand, like, you might think you know what's beneficial for you, but you might not know all the way, and I think sometimes people missing it because they not really looking for the right things. You know what I'm saying? They look at surface.
Yeah, a lot of people don't really look to get better for real. They don't observe. They look at ways that they are comfortable being better.
Yeah.
But sometimes being better means you gotta do something.
You gotta be uncomfortable. And it's uncomfortable for me to worry about only me. Like, it's uncomfortable. You know what I'm saying? I don't know why, because some niggas do it so easily, and I just be like, God,
sometimes you gotta be selfish.
Yeah, man.
You gotta be.
All the niggas I know that really, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I won't name no names, but niggas that's from here that made it somewhere that I know, they selfish ass niggas. They even when they do something for somebody, it's to come back to them. You know what I'm saying? And they prosper in certain ways because of that. I don't know what they're going through spiritually. I don't know what they're really going through behind closed door. But from the outside looking in, when you're a little more on the selfish side, you kind of can get the way you need to get because you're willing to do what needs to be done.
The richest people in the world.
Yeah, man. Man. They
people in the world. Man, I feel like naturally you won't be selfish if you're the richest person in the world.
You gotta be. Imagine being the richest person in the world and you me. Yo, I can't watch everybody starve.
I wouldn't even.
I can't watch niggas not have a house.
You wouldn't be probably the richest.
I ain't gonna be the richest person in the world no more.
I think that's what's important to them, having that.
Yeah. So moderation is what, is what's important, because I could be someone who I am, but I gotta pick up some of that other shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So yeah.
So, we want a couple more. So I just want to know a couple artists and or producers that we might not know yet, but Ain't no certain number, just some. Look out for.
Man, shit. You asked the wrong person this. I got too many, man. Hey, look, I'm gonna say this. Go to Open Gym, Open Gym USA, and just look at our content.
It's a lot.
Just look. That's, you know what I'm saying. Pay attention to my social media because like it is a lot. You know what I mean? It's a lot, and I don't wanna leave nobody out, yo, because we really, it's that many. You know what I'm saying? It is a lot of talent. It is a lot of potential out here. It's a lot of, you know what I'm saying? Just if they producing my music or I'm on a song with them, check them out. If they on Open Gym page, we doing a show with them, co-producing, bringing them to town, anything, check them out. Like, just, yeah, because it's a lot, man. We had to do a whole nother podcast just for that.
All right, we'll wrap it up. Yeah. So we got Open Gym, man, 8 years. You got your bigger picture in mind?
Yeah, man. I envision Open Gym with the humble beginnings of like, you know, open mics and local showcases. I want Open Gym to be the empire. Music, fashion, movies, shit, products, everything. Like how Amazon started off selling books, and now they fucking Amazon sell everything. They sell everything, and they have a more powerful structure than the U.S. Postal Service.
Yeah, I got my friends,
you feel me? Like how Netflix was lending out tapes and DVDs, and now they producing movies. Like, that's what I see for Open Gym. That's what I see for Pleasant Designers Black. You know what I'm saying? Pleasant Designers Black is a clothing line and apparel now, but like, I wanted to highlight fashion. I wanted to highlight creatives in general, because the word designer don't just stand for fashion designers. I broke it down, like, I isolated the word. It just means creative. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I wanted to be a channel. I wanted to be a scholarship for kids, you know, philanthropy, all that. Like, so, sky's the limit, basically, with both of these things. But, like, you know, Open Gym is more entertainment, music-based, culture, art-based. And plus, the Designers Black is that, too. But it's, like, more, like, for empowering us. It is a focus. You know, I talked to a successful fashion designer in New York, and he like, man, you gonna make something else that don't say Plus the Designers Black, because I feel like that leave people out. And I was like, not right now. Not anytime soon. I'm stand on this forever. You know what I'm saying? Like, I might do some other shit that don't got nothing, but this gonna be this. This gonna be that, because this is for my people. You know what I'm saying? And you can be an ally to it, or you can be an enemy to it. You know what I'm saying? But even if you're not black, I think one of the most beautiful things about this.
I feel like they can wear Pleasant.
No, that's what I'm saying. One of the most beautiful things about Pleasant Designers Black is who ain't black wearing it. I got white dudes, white girls, trans, everything, like anything they are, it don't matter who they are, what they are, how they identify themselves, whatever. They got Pleasant Designers Black on. That's powerful to me. That's something I didn't envision. I made it for us. They wearing it, and they gotta have certain conversations because they wearing it. You know what I'm saying? And that makes me feel great. I love my people wearing it, but when they wearing it, I'm like, oh nah, this hit different. You know what I mean? So yeah, man, sky's the limit, man. I don't put the chokehold on none of my creative endeavors, like, because I mean, you know, you gotta have a focus, and I've gotten better at that. Like, well, what do you want to do now? Because you gotta do now to get to the next. So like, yeah, cool, it's apparel. You know what I'm saying? Open Gym is open mic showcases, shows. We just got in producer movies and stuff like that. And, you know what I'm saying? Management, booking, you know what I'm saying? We that grew from a mustard seed open mic. You know what I'm saying? Like, I never thought I would have a job at a venue because of my knowledge of at open. Like my knowledge didn't come from like I ain't go to running show school. You know what I'm saying?
Learned in the field.
I done ran some of the biggest shows in the city. Running them, you know what I'm saying? Biggest, I ran the Dope. They got on the Doechii joint right now. I ran the Doechii show. She's one of the biggest artists in the world right now, and I ran her show like it was nothing.
That's
You know what I'm saying? And so Open Gym helped me do that. I've gained a lot from Open Gym, just going through the motions. Yeah, and that's what I want other people to see is like, yo, you got to go through your motions, and why not go through the motions with niggas who stayed with the motion? We 8 years in. You know what I'm saying? For something that was supposed to just be a way for me to stay connected to the creative scene. It's become something completely different. It's changed lives. You know what I'm saying?
Build up the creative scene.
Yeah, man. Yeah. So, you know, sky's the limit. Sky's the limit.
Yeah, for sure. But you definitely somebody who seems like you believe that some people, your sky isn't as limited as some other
I was about to say
sky.
space is the limit. Outer space is the limit. Who knows what's out there?
Yeah.
Who knows where
You might
you gonna go?
get to things that nobody has done before.
Yeah.
To be honest.
Yeah, so that's the goal, man.
Always think big.
Yeah.
Think big. And you had that on one of the little joints.
Oh yeah. You gotta think big. You gotta be thinking big. Bitch. Like,
Yeah.
Nah, that's really the move, man. That's really the vibes for real.
Yeah, man. I appreciate you. Hey, tell the people one more time where they can find all your business and everything at.
So like we got websites for everything. OpenGym.us. Gym is spelled GEM. Nature Boy Music, natureboymusic.com. Plus the designer is black.com. All our socials is on there. You can shop on there. You can see what's coming up. We stay up to date with our shows and everything going on. So the website house all of that. And yeah, man, we always moving. We always doing something. And we looking to work with like-minded people, man. Like, I'm not looking to micromanage nobody. You know what I'm saying? I'm not looking to be over top of nobody's structure or what they doing. Like, I could help and contribute, but like, I'm always looking to collaborate. With a true collaboration, I bring something, you bring something, you know what I'm saying? And we just exist in a space. That's how me and my partners work. That's how, you know, a live painter hit me up the day before the show. Like, yo, I live paint, can I pull up? And I'm like, yeah. And he was there painting. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm like that. Shooters hit me up all the time. Not them type of shooters. Camera, videographers.
I got you.
It's like, hey, you know, you gotta be look.
I got you.
Trump got the military in the street on, like, yo, Nature Boy, Open Gym got them shooters, nah. But videographers, photographers hit me up, yo, can I come shoot this? Can I come do that? Yeah, come on. Come on. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's me. Come do what you do.
Need more of that. More of that.
Yeah.
And I appreciate you for coming through.
For sure.
Appreciate you. It's your boy Shampoo, aka Big Shampoo. It's been Unpleasant Thoughts Podcast.
Unpleasant thoughts.
Yes, sir.